Still with me, retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, who lost portions of both arms and legs from an IED attack while serving in Afghanistan, and Gold Star daughter Kylie Willis, whose father, U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Kirk Owen, died 10 years ago this month. So, Travis, I understand that some of the veterans that you've been talking to have been getting notes from people who were helping U.S. Fighters, some of the support staff. They've been getting notes with goodbye messages from people in country. Have you heard more about that?
I haven't personally heard anything about that. I just think that it's important that, people like Kylie understand the reason I keep going forward every day with no arms, no legs is because of the sacrifice that her father and so many of my, battle buddies made. And I think I'm blessed to still be alive. And unfortunately, what's going on in Afghanistan right now really isn't fair for the people of Afghanistan, but also the veterans that fought there. And, my big thing, I know you said, what would I say before the break, you said, what would I say to the president? In truth, I probably wouldn't say anything too much to the president. I don't think he would have his ears open and want to listen to a guy like me. Whereas I talked to Donald Trump and I told Donald Trump, rules of engagement are really getting people hurt overseas. And within 2 weeks, the rules of engagement, they changed when I was sitting in the Oval Office and telling him that. So, we have the Travis Mills Foundation to bring out combat and service-connected injured veterans. Some might do things adaptively. I live a very positive life. I have a wife and 2 kids. My son's 4-year-old birthday party's tomorrow. He turns 4. But I just am so honored that I was able to live through my injuries. And I want to let, Kylie know and everybody out there that's a Gold Star member family that I keep going forward because I'm so thankful and I understand the sacrifice I could have made. And I think it'd be selfish if I give up on myself.
It's amazing. You're one of only 5 quadruple amputees from the wars in both Iraq and Afghanistan to have survived your injuries. It's remarkable. Kylie, do you want to jump in on that as well? The opportunity to, a message for the president in the circumstances we're in right now?
At a time like this, I think my message would be less to the president and more to the American people that, it's a time to come together once again. It's a time to support each other and to support those families and those veterans that, have sacrificed so much, like we've been talking about this whole time. And, Travis, it means so much to know that us healing and growing and surviving our tragedy helps you survive yours too. So it's truly a two-way street. So I think the most important part in picking up the pieces here is continuing to support those that are still here, that have made those sacrifices, and let them know that this isn't the end of their story. This is just, an unfortunate roadblock, and we're still here. We still love you, and we're here to support you.
You're both remarkable. Honestly, I don't have the words, and I'm a broadcaster. That should tell you something. Thank you to both of you, Kylie Willis and Travis Mills, both for being here tonight and for your service and insights.